good guys, Nostalgia here, and I am back with part 2 of how to farm Blinding Light of Destiny. Now, first of all, before I say anything, I apologize for the fact that my last episode, or the last part, sorry, which I made from this video, from me filming this right now, it was about 2 hours ago, because that's how long it took to upload. So the second upload that I started making, the second part, I was in a Skype call with someone and I said, look, I really need to make the second part because, you know, it just cuts off and it would be strange if it was a couple more days before I actually release the second part. So I really want to get that out, so here it is. I believe where I left off in the last video, I was saying how if I click on the quests for Blinding Light of Destiny, I was going through, what was I going through? Oh, that was it. I was going through the fact that you only ever need to use these aluminium enhancements once. They're not a daily quest. I was saying how Minecrafting was a daily quest. These are not a daily quest. But you only ever need to do them once. Once you've got the enhancement, just leave it in your bank. You want to get enhancement for pretty much all the medals. Just leave them in your bank and get them out when you need them at a later date. Yeah, cool. So after those enhancements, you'll notice that my quests are actually gone, and that's because they were one-time quests and they don't come back. So as I had in my last video, I've got the AQW wiki here that I can use to show you guys what's good. So the last enhancement one. So if I click Aluminium, Almighty Aluminium of Destiny, I believe, yep, these. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. These Almighty Destiny medals are all the quests that are disappearing in there. So after the enhancements, it comes the of Destiny basically, and what that requires is it requires an Almighty Aluminium of Destiny and a Forge key. Now you won't have the Almighty Aluminium of Destiny. You'll have the enhancement, but you won't have this. So if I click on this to show you what you have to do to get this, you need the enhancement, which you get from the enhancement quest. And basically you go to Dwarf Hold and you merge it with 2 Bright Auras, 5 Loyal Spirit Orbs, and you get the Almighty Aluminium of Destiny, which you then turn in with a Forge key to get a different version of the Almighty Aluminium of Destiny. And that's how that works. Now, unfortunately, this is where farming Blinding Light of Destiny starts to get really hard and really, well, not hard, but really, really slow and boring, because these 2 Bright Auras take a lifetime to get, especially as you don't have any of the weapons yet. Now I'll talk about that a little bit later on. I'll go through the whole rundown of Bright Auras and Loyal Spirit Orbs, but let me just say right now that these 2 Bright Auras take a long time to get. So this is where the weapon starts to become the infamous Blinding Light of Destiny, taking months and months to get. So do not be surprised if you're taking a really, really long time to get these items to merge this medal. That is part of Artix's plan to make you farm his personal weapon for a long time. So yeah, don't be put off by that. So if we go back to the set quests, yeah, and those turn-in sight are exactly the same for every single medal. Every single medal you click on, those are the requirements. The only thing that changes is the metal you get from the enhancement that you've done. That's the only thing that changes. So similar to mind breaking with the enhancements are, you know, coherent with those quests there. Cool. So now, after you've completed one of these quests, like when you've unlocked those quests, these will all still be rare. And basically, what you have to do is the first time you get after you've completed one of those Metal of Destiny quests, after you've completed one of them, all of the other quests will unlock. So all of these that will be red at the time you're completing that will all turn green, and yeah, then you're set. So you'll get basic weapon kit, advanced weapon kit, ultimate weapon kit, and then the fragments, which are used from the weapons, and the Blinding Light of Destiny. Actually, I take that back. I don't know if you'll get these. I think they will still stay red. I can't remember. This was a long time ago when I found it, but nonetheless, the next set of quests that you will need to complete will become green, so that's really, really useful. Now, these basic weapon kit constructions and advanced and ultimate, these are used. So if I click on one, for example, the basic weapon kit construction is really easy to get. It requires killing a whole bunch of really newbie monsters spread throughout the map. in the quest description it tells you where some of them are, others it doesn't, so you have to use the AQWords wiki to look at where you get those particular items from. Like in my last part of the video, I had a link to the wiki in the description. I'll also put that in this part so you guys can quickly access the wiki and see where you need to kill the monsters. But basically, to get the weapon kit, you just need to go around lore, killing a whole bunch of newbie monsters, and you'll get the basic weapon kit. The same thing it's exactly the same thing for advanced and ultimate, except killing the monsters for advanced, you're killing medium to harder level monsters. Well, not even hard. You're killing moderate monsters. You know, they've got a decent amount of health, they do a decent amount of damage, and they're a pain to kill. Ultimate weapon kit, you're killing bosses. You're killing you kill the green dragon in Green Guard East or wherever it is. You kill a whole bunch of boss monsters, I guess you could call them, and it takes a lot longer to get. And also the smaller monsters that you kill, you have to kill a lot more of them, and they're a lot more tedious. Ultimate weapon kit basically just lives up to its name. It's the ultimate kit construction to get, and takes the longer to get. But yeah, these kit constructions are used. These are used in the merge shop when you merge for the weapons. Now, before I go into these quests here, let me take you over to the merge shop and show you what is up with that. Before I show you the quests, let me show you the weapons. So here we are in the merge shop, and now I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about when I was saying farming the weapons. Here are all the blinding weapons, and at the top you can see we've got bright auras, brilliant auras, loyal spirit orbs, and spirit orbs. Now, just before I get into this, the first thing I'm going to say is you guys really need to pay attention here. This is where farming the items actually starts to get really, well, this is the tricky part to understand, and this is where a lot of people don't quite understand what farming Blinding Light of Destiny is all about. So listen carefully. I'm going to go through this as slow and in as great a detail as I can, and hopefully you guys know everything there is to know about merging these weapons, spirit orbs, loyal spirit orbs, brilliant auras, and bright auras by the end of this particular part of the video. So we'll start off with spirit orbs. So to get a spirit orb, you need 50 undead energy. Now these undead energies drop from the monsters in Battle Under B. They drop from various monsters all over lore. So if you want to find monsters that drop undead energy, just go into the wiki, type in undead energy. It'll give you a list of monsters that drop it, and kill that. But the monsters in Battle Under B drop undead energy. So while you're farming spirit orbs, you know, you're farming the 25 essence or whatever, you're also collecting undead energy, which can be turned in for spirit orbs later on. Now, when I was farming Blinding Light of Destiny, I got to a stage where I had 7,000 of these, and it was amazing turning 7,800 and something undead energies into loads of spirit orbs, and it really does help. So don't say no to undead energies when they drop. You need them to merge into spirit orbs. Loyal spirit orbs require 100 spirit orbs, so they require 100 of these. So that's 5,000 undead energies equals 1 loyal spirit orb. Let me just get my calculator so I know I can keep track of what I'm saying as I go along. You probably will need a calculator for this. I remember when I was farming this, I had a calculator with me all the time. Also in school, sometimes I was, you know, remembering things and calculating it to see how many spirit orbs I needed. So calculators are quite useful for this particular item. AQWords getting real serious for you there. But anyway, so to get a loyal spirit orb, it requires 100 spirit orbs or 5,000 undead energies. So that is quite a lot. As I showed you for the metal, the Almighty Aluminium of Destiny quest, you need 5 loyal spirit orbs. So you need 500 spirit orbs or 5,000 undead energies to get the spirit orb. Sorry, to get that metal. Well, that's part of it. Brilliant auras. Sorry, we'll go to bright auras. I don't know why they actually put the brilliant aura under. It should sort of go up in chronological order, ascending order of difficulty. But after loyals, it comes bright auras. And this is what I was saying when I said that bright auras take a lifetime to get. These require 50 loyal spirit orbs. 50. So that is insane. So the loyal spirit orbs require 100 spirit orbs, and this requires 50 loyal spirit orbs. So 50 times 100, let's just check that. That's already 5,000. That's 5,000 spirit orbs to get one bright aura. One bright aura costs 50,000 spirit orbs. sorry, 5,000 spirit orbs. What am I talking about? That's a lot of spirit orbs, especially when you're farming for hours and hours. 5,000 spirit orbs is ridiculous, and you need 2 of these in order to get those medals. So that's times 2. That's 10,000 spirit orbs you need just to get the metal to merge into the weapons later on. Hopefully you guys are following so far. So spirit orbs you get from the quest, which I will show you. A loyal follower is the quest you use when you're farming Blinding Light of Destiny. I'll go back to that quest. I went through it in part 1, but I will go back to it. So farming a loyal follower in Battle Under B, you'll gain undead essence, which you then turn 25 of in to get an amount of spirit orbs. At the same time, you're getting undead energy, which you collect and then can turn into spirit orbs. Once you have 50 undead energy, you can turn into one spirit orb. But say you get like 100 spirit orbs, you can then turn that 100 spirit orbs into a loyal. So 1 loyal equals 100 spirit orbs. You can then, once you've got 25 loyal spirit orbs, 50 loyal spirit orbs, you can then convert that into a bright aura. And once you've got 25 bright auras, you can make a brilliant aura. So that, my friends, 55,000 times 25 equals 125,000 spirit orbs to get a brilliant aura. Now, just that figure alone is probably putting a lot of the people watching this video off farming Blinding Light of Destiny right there, seeing as you need 125,000 spirit orbs to get this particular aura. Now, there is a catch to that, and that is what I'll tell you in a sec. You do not need to farm 125,000 spirit orbs to get a brilliant aura. There is a method of farming Blinding Light of Destiny where you don't need brilliant auras at all until way later on. They're not required in any enhancement quests, they're not required in any metal quests, they're purely required for merging weapons, but you don't get those weapons until later on. Now I'll talk about that now. So, just to sum up, spirit orb, 100 spirit orbs equals a loyal, 50 loyals equals a bright, and 25 brights equals a brilliant, and that's how that works. Now I'm going to talk about something that I might get disagreed with about weapons to merge first, and which weapons to merge first and in which order you merge the weapons. Now, a lot of people, they say, oh, farm mace, or farm bow, or farm scythe. There is only one way that you farm the weapons, that I believe that you farm the Blinding Light of weapons in order to get the Blinding Light of Destiny. One way, and that is the fastest, most effective, and best way by possible for you to get Blinding Light. So, before I do, I just realized that some of you will probably be thinking, well, what are these weapons? Like, why do you need these weapons? Why can't I don't want to farm the weapons? I just want to farm Blinding Light of Destiny. Is probably some of the questions that you guys are thinking. Well, you don't. Let me just tell you now. You don't just farm Blinding Light of Destiny straight to it. You have to get these weapons in between, and the game doesn't say you have to get these weapons. It's not like you cannot farm Blinding Light of Destiny unless you get these weapons first. But it might as well have done that, because you can't actually physically farm Blinding Light of Destiny unless you get these weapons first. It would take you years, and I'm not even exaggerating there. If you tried to farm Blinding Light of Destiny by staying in Battle Under B and doing a loyal follower quest over and over and over again, it would probably take you about 3 years if you farmed 8 hours every day trying to get Blinding Light of Destiny. It just does not work. And the reason is these. So if I go to quests, it's not actually letting me load quests, of course not. So I will stick in the merge shop and show you what I'm talking about there. But there are quests. Actually, I can go to wiki, can't I? Yes, I can. So let's use the wiki instead of the AQRs, because for some reason it freezes. I can't do more than one thing on my Mac AQRs, which is really annoying. But that's why there are these. And these are finding blinding bow, finding fragments with blinding daggers, finding fragments with blinding mace, finding fragments with blinding scythe, finding fragments with blinding broadsword, finding fragments with blinding blade, and the Blinding Light of Destiny. Now, all of these quests, they're not just there for nothing. They're not just there just to make more quests in the box. Those actually are the most important quests if you want to farm Blinding Light of Destiny, and let me give you an example. Finding fragments with the Blinding Bow. The item required is fragments times 10, which are dropped by any monster that drops undead energy. So any single monster that drops an undead energy, and you only need 10 of them, and you only need 10 and the quest is complete. Now, it's as easy as joining pirates. You type /join pirates, you go to the undead pirates where you used to farm XP ages and ages and ages ago, before time, whatever. Undead pirates, you go and kill 10 undead pirates, quest is done. And look what the quest gives you. It gives you 5 bright auras. Now, do you guys remember how many spirit orbs it required to get 5 bright auras? Well, to get 1 bright aura was 5,000 spirit orbs. 5,000 spirit orbs to get 1 bright aura. So 5 of them is 25,000 spirit orbs. This just gives you 5 bright auras for killing 10 undead pirates. I mean, if you think staying in Battle Under B, doing a loyal follower quest, farming 25,000 spirit orbs would probably take you, oh god, that would take you months. This just gives it to you in less than about 2 minutes, and you get 5 bright auras. And that's using the Blinding Bow of Destiny. If we go over to Blinding Daggers, bad example, Blinding Mace, gives you a brilliant aura. Now remember how many spirit orbs that was? 125,000 spirit orbs. This just gives you one in less than 2 minutes by killing undead pirates. And Blinding Scythe, this gives you 1 bright aura and 5 loyals. And Blinding Blade, this gives you a spirit orb misc item, or spirit orbs, and 25 loyals. So every single weapon quest gives you different rewards. Blinding Broadsword gives you 3 bright auras and 100 spirit orbs. That's not too bad. And Blinding Daggers over here, the little guy, gives you 10 loyal spirit orbs. So as you can see, every single weapon quest gives you a different reward after completion. But there is a catch. You have to own the Blinding Daggers of Destiny to complete the Dagger quest, you have to own the Blinding Mace to complete the Mace quest, and you have to own the Scythe to complete the Scythe quest, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. But this is so complex to describe because there is literally so much to talk about. This isn't, if you go over to the merge shop, let me show you the merge shop. And we'll use daggers as an example because they're the most important. If I go up, don't even know my own stuff anymore. There's a difference between Daggers of Destiny and Blinding Daggers of Destiny. Not only is the picture different, but they require very different things. To get the Daggers of Destiny, it requires 1 basic weapon kit, 1 almighty aluminium of Destiny, and 50 spirit orbs. If you go to Blinding Daggers of Destiny, that requires bright Daggers of Destiny, but this is only daggers. So you have to farm bright Daggers of Destiny, which requires 50 undead energy, the Daggers of Destiny, which you've just got, advanced weapon kit, and 75 spirit orbs. So once you've farmed Daggers of Destiny, so you've got the basic weapon kit, you've got Almighty Aluminium of Destiny, which if you remember, required 5 loyal spirit orbs, 2 brights, and the metal, and the metal, which you then merged into Almighty Aluminium of Destiny with a forge key, and you get that. Well, you need all of that. You need a basic weapon kit, which will take you no more than 10 minutes, and you need an additional 50 spirit orbs on top of what you farmed to get the metal, and the Daggers of Destiny are yours. Once you've got those, you need to turn them in alongside another additional 75 spirit orbs, an advanced weapon kit, and 50 undead energy, which you can also get in about 20 minutes. You just go, take yourself over to undead pirates, kill 50 undead pirates. I don't know if they're 100% drop, but they are extremely regular. They're like an 85% drop or whatever, and you get the undead energy. Now, if you merge all of that, you get bright Daggers of Destiny. Then you can merge it into Blinding. You can actually merge it into Blinding Daggers of Destiny. So once you've got that bright Daggers of Destiny, you can merge it into Blinding Daggers of Destiny, which requires just bright and ultimate weapon kit. And this is where the weapon kits comes in. So to get Daggers of Destiny, the basic as one, it requires basic weapon kit. Then you step up a step to Bright Daggers of Destiny, requires the Advanced Weapon Kit, and then Blinding Daggers of Destiny, which requires Bright and Ultimate Weapon Kit. And that is where the weapon kits that I was talking about earlier fit in with the Merge Shop. Cool, so hopefully you guys got that. It's the same, it's exactly the same for all of the weapons. So if I take Scythe of Destiny, Scythe of Destiny requires basic weapon kit, Immortal Iron, so this requires iron, Undead Energy, Spirit Orbs, Loyal Spirit Orbs. Then you merge that into Bright, which requires 2 Brilliant Auras, an Advanced Weapon Kit, and a Scythe of Destiny. And then you merge that into Blinding Scythe of Destiny, which requires Ultimate Weapon Kit, Bright. All of the blinding weapons, you know, the final, they're like Pokemon, okay? You start off with the less evolved form, you then evolve that into the next one, and then you evolve it into the final version. It's exactly the same philosophy, except with items in a shop. So, but if you notice, all of the blinding, the final versions, the blinding items, they only require the Bright version and an Ultimate Weapon Kit. They don't require any additional loyals, brights, brilliants, etc. They are just a bright weapon and an ultimate weapon kit, which is rather generous if you think about it. So, going back to what I was saying about the quests, in order to even accept those quests, you have to own the blinding version of the weapon. You can't have Daggers of Destiny and use the dagger quest. You have to have the blinding Daggers of Destiny. So basically, to even accept that quest, you need to farm 50 Spirit Orbs. Now I'm going to go to daggers. So before I even say what I was going to say, let's talk about the weapon order. Now, this is where it gets really controversial because I know a lot of people farm these items differently. But in my opinion, as I was saying before, there is only one way that you farm these weapons, and I even just touched my hands together and looked at the sky. There is one way that you farm these weapons that will get you Blinding Light of Destiny the fastest way you can, and that is the order. You go daggers, you go broadsword, you go mace, then you can go Blinding Sword of Destiny, or you can go straight to Blinding Light. So you go daggers, broadsword, mace, Blinding Light, and the Blinding Light is the fourth weapon that you get. So let me reiterate: daggers, broadsword, mace, Blinding Light of Destiny, and that is how you do it. So, what I was just saying before, you cannot access the quest unless you own the blinding form. If you look closely at the weapons, Blinding Bright Mace of Destiny requires 1 loyal, which if you remember was 100 Spirit Orbs, 20 Spirit Orbs, Under Energy, Celestial Copper of Destiny, and the basic weapon kit. That's pretty nice, that's pretty easy. If you look at Bow of Destiny, that requires a Brilliant Aura. Remember how many a Brilliant was? 125,000. Now, let's not forget that you haven't got any weapon kits yet. This is your first weapon. We're going for the first weapon here. You haven't got any weapon. You haven't got any weapons. You at the moment, the only way that you've got any of these materials is doing a loyal follower quest and turning in undead energies. So you have to turn in 125,000 Spirit Orbs. I don't think so. This weapon would take you a long time to farm, and that's just the Bow of Destiny version. Then there's the Bright version, which requires an additional 3 loyals. So you definitely wouldn't go for that first. Broadsword of Destiny, or Broadsword of Destiny. Again, a Brilliant Aura. There's no way you're going to get that. That's just through doing a loyal follower. There's no way. That would take you ages. So cross that off the list. Blade of Destiny. Again, a Brilliant Aura. All of these require a Brilliant Aura. That's going to take you a long time to get. And then the last but not least, we'll go to Scythe of Destiny. 2 loyal Spirit Orbs, 10 Spirit Orbs, Undead Energy, all of that stuff. That's not too bad. But let's not forget that loyal Spirit Orbs, 1 loyal equals 100 Spirit Orbs. That's still quite a lot of farming. So yeah, and then Bright Scythe, 2 Brilliant Auras. to go from Scythe of Destiny to Bright Side requires 2 brilliant auras. That's 250,000 spirit orbs. This is for your first weapon. You can't even access the first weapon you're farming until you've got the final version. So yeah, you can't use the weapon quest to help you get the weapons. You need the weapon first, and then you can use the quest to get the next weapon. So 2 brilliant auras, 250,000 spirit orbs. Now, I know I'm getting a little excited right now. My volume has increased. I'm starting to pronounce things really slowly, but that's because I'm just trying to prove a point that there is only one way that you farm these items. And if we go back to Daggers of Destiny, 50 spirit orbs, and that's it. And obviously the weapon, which all of them require, so you don't even include the weapon. The weapon's going to, sorry, the metal, what am I talking about? The metal's going to take you a while to get anyway. I exclude that from all of them. But 50 spirit orbs just to get this. Bright Daggers, another 75 spirit orbs, and that's it. Then an advanced weapon kit, Daggers of Destiny, which you've just got, and 50 undead energy. I mean, 50 undead energy you can get in 20 minutes. So all you do is go over to undead pirates, farm them for about 20 minutes, you'll get 50 undead energy. That is it. And then blinding Daggers of Destiny, as I said before, require nothing other than bright daggers, which you've already got, and ultimate weapon kit, which you can get in another 20 minutes. If not less, if you're in a party with mates who are willing to help you out. Farming, months and months and months and months of your life for, to get a weapon that you shouldn't even be getting first in the first place. So the reason I was getting so excited is I have really, really, really strong opinions on what I think is the best order to get these weapons. I've talked to so many people before where the topic of Blinding Light of Destiny has come up in Yoga. I've been sitting there, these kids have been saying how, oh no, you get Mace first, get Mace. Mace seems to be everybody's favourite. But literally, you do not get Mace. You get Mace third, if anything. Because you only need brilliant auras, way towards the end. You don't need brilliant auras first. And they had this really weird and wacky way of getting the weapons. And the order in which they got the weapons, it just did not make sense to me. So, really, I got Blinding Light of Destiny in 14 days. I dare you to do better. 14 days, farming 9.5 to 10 hours a day. This was over the summer holidays. I had no life. All of my friends had gone overseas. I was trapped at home, nothing to do. So I just thought, why not farm Blinding Light of Destiny? I've always wanted the weapon, let's give it a go. And I got it 14 days later. So if you guys have done better than that, or know anyone that's done better than 14 days, and I keep a track of who has done better, so don't talk crap, because I'll know if you're lying. Say someone says 8 days, I'll know you're talking crap. You find me legitimately someone who has done it in less than 14 days, I will bow down to their superior knowledge of how to farm Blinding Light of Destiny. Until then, I would suggest that you follow this, because this is definitely the way to do it. I was taught by someone who did it in 12 days, so I do not have the record, I will take that back. The guy who taught me how to do this apparently did it in 12, but he literally didn't even sleep. I mean, I had to find somewhere to sleep, so yeah. He knows what he's talking about, let's just say that. So this is definitely a really, 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 really useful way to do it. So that covers which way to farm the weapons. So again, daggers, broadsword, mace, Blinding Light of Destiny. Now, after mace you can choose to get sword, like Blade of Destiny, or you could go scythe or something. That is up to you, whether you want to get that extra step before you farm Blinding Light, before you go for the big Blinding Light of Destiny. That's up to you. That just, that will probably add another day, but you'll get it a little bit faster during that day. Or you can just go straight from mace to Blinding Light. That is up to you. Excuse me. So, that's weapons. And that is we're almost there. That is pretty much everything there is to know. The weapons, as I've just explained, is like the most complicated and most detailed part about farming Blinding Light of Destiny. Once you've got the weapons down and you know what you're doing with the weapons, you know which order you're going in, you know exactly what you're doing. I'm going to log in, I'm going to go straight to Battle on the B. I'm going to do a loyal follower quest, which is the quest that you do. I'll show you what that is without exiting the shop. A loyal follower. This is the quest that you do out of all of the ones when you first start off farming spirit orbs. Is you just take yourself off to Battle on the B. And sorry, no, what am I talking about? It is not a loyal follower. That's rubbish. It has to be essential essences. Wow, sorry. This whole time I've been saying the wrong quest. It is not a loyal follower. Please, 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 please forgive me. It is not a loyal follower. It is essential essences, that you do as the quest in Battle Under B, getting 25 essences to turn in for the option to get 5, 10, 15, or 20 spirit orbs. That is the quest that you do. Hopefully people watching the video before will have watched it to this point and realised that I was actually being a complete idiot. It is essential essences is the quest, not a loyal follower. So yeah, just log in, think, oh, I'm going to farm some more Blinding Light, accept this quest, go to Battle Under B, farm loads and loads of items. You can stack essences up to 25, turn it in, boom, get back to Battle Under B. If you've got a couple mates that are willing to help you out, that will make it go even faster. Once you have got enough spirit orbs to get the daggers, so once you accumulated 50 spirit orbs, once you've got the metal first, you need to wait for aluminium to drop from Minecrafting quest. So every single day, the first thing you do before you even do essential essences is you do the Minecrafting quest and you see what metal you get. Hopefully you get aluminium first. Aluminium is the metal you require for daggers, which is the weapon you get first, so therefore it is the metal that you want first. So pray that you get aluminium. I kept getting platinum. It took me a long time to get aluminium, but it's cool because if you get aluminium in the first day, you're not going to get almighty aluminium of destiny in the first day. It requires 2 bright auras and 5 loyals. They're going to take you a long time, and unfortunately you have to get all of those through doing essential essences. We're back at the quest box, and yeah, this pretty much concludes part 2 of how to farm Blinding Light of Destiny. I apologise for the fact that it is an extremely long video. This is definitely by far the longest video I've ever made. The reason I kept part 1 short is because up until this video, I didn't know that you could actually go over that 15-minute mark on YouTube. I thought you had to be within 15 minutes, until someone just told me that you can have 6 hours of video. So that's why this part 2 is a lot longer. Otherwise this series would have been in several segments. It would have been in probably 4 parts. So I apologise for the fact that the second part is extremely long, but as you just saw, there is an extremely large amount of stuff, of information that is required to farm Blinding Light of Destiny. But to conclude, once you've got daggers, you can then go and click on the dagger quest. Where is it? Fragments of daggers. Once you've got Blinding Daggers of Destiny, and then it's the fast track. Getting to the first weapon is the first stage, hardest and longest stage there is. Once you get that first weapon, go and take yourself over to Undead Pirates, kill 10, get 10 loyal spirit orbs, and the possible random chance of getting a blinding aura, which is really, really useful. A blinding aura, haven't covered that yet. That is just, you require a blinding aura in Blinding Light of Destiny. You get it random from this quest, but you're going to be doing this quest a lot of hours. This quest, you're going to be doing this a lot. So you're going to get this. This is definitely dropped for you. But once you've got this weapon, keep doing this quest until you get all of the requirements you need for Broadsword. Merge Broadsword. Do the Broadsword quest, which I believe, let's go and check it out. Broadsword quest. Broadsword gives you 3 bright auras and 100 spirit orbs, which is really good because you can use the bright auras to start merging some brilliance. Hey, catching on. And once you've got all of the requirements you need for mace, get mace. And then you could get Blade of Destiny. That's really, really good as well. And then blinding. So daggers, broadsword, mace, blade, blinding. What more can I say? That is your order. And then once you've got Blade, do the Blade quest, which gives you really good stuff. And then you can take yourself over to Blinding Light of Destiny, do a couple extra farming on Mace to maybe get some more Brilliant Auras, because it requires 75 Brilliant Auras. And lo and behold, within maybe, if you farm 5 to 6 hours a day in about 2.5 months, you'll get Blinding Light of Destiny. If you farm 8 to 9 hours a day, like I did, you'll probably get it in 14 to 15 days. If you farm 12 hours plus, you'll get it in 10 to 12 days. 10 to 12 days. If you farm it correctly, if you follow everything that I've said in this video and part 1, you should, and you farm 12 hours a day, I don't see why you shouldn't get the Blinding Light of Destiny within 10 to 12 days. You know, that's assuming you don't eat or sleep. But anyways, I really want to thank you guys for watching this video. An extra big thank you to those who actually were hardcore enough to stick out to, you know, withstand me talking and going on and on for well over half an hour. I mean, it's literally, it would be like sitting in school listening to me right now. I just went on and on and on. I apologize for talking so much, but if I didn't talk, you know, you guys wouldn't know what the hell you were doing. So I really thank you guys for watching this segment, this in part 1. Hopefully you found it really useful and you know how to farm Blinding Light of Destiny now. If not, please leave your feedback in the comment section anyway. I want to know what you guys disliked about the video, what you liked, what you thought I could improve on. Always open to constructive criticism. Note the constructive. If you're just going to criticize me, your comment will most likely be deleted. I don't appreciate haters. But if you offer constructive criticism, you notice something I'm doing wrong, you think could be better, let me know. Always open. But I want to thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully you have a much better idea of farming Blinding Light of Destiny. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.